This is Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. This is Postmates Advanced Training with this series of videos. I am soliciting people to use my name as a referral. Say I told you about Postmates. Though I have not seen anything writing, I believe if someone does that and then that person is successful, I get some type of, maybe I get a thank you. I thought I understood there was an incentive, like a bonus. Friday night, New York City. So my wife was working tonight till 9, and now it's, 1 a.m., and we just got home. So all the way back, 13 hours ago, this is a picture in my barrio. This is SVA woman question for me. I discovered this and went to have a coffee. And it was a question from someone on a woman. I don't know where she is. I didn't click thoroughly through her profile, but I made some attempts to find out where she is. She asked me a question that I'll read later. This is me hunting for the hours I wanted, You can see I have nothing here. And then I picked up 6 to 7, which was not very helpful for someone expecting to work when his wife started working at 1. And then I got 5 to 6. I started picking up these hours just by hunting the swap. And here I am in the city. Here we go. 432 in the city, online but no jobs. I went over to 55th between 5th and 6th Avenue. Between 5th Avenue and 6th Avenue at 55th Street. This is Midtown Manhattan. And there's a picture of me just to mark this momentous occasion of being online and having nothing. Okay, here I am online at 432, and looking back here, 4 to 5, I was closed out. So I was not priority scheduling. I decided this is usually an active place, but it's Friday night. And it's less active on a Friday night than it would be on a weekday. So I left. I started going to Union Square on a bicycle, on a city bike. I got to here, which was 38th Street, and I get this order for Lady M Cake Boutique. I get there, and then there's the end of it. But there really is a story in here. They didn't have the 6-inch cake. It was a strawberry shortcake with the help of an employee. I got a 9-inch cake. This was a $75 cake. $75. Couple of phone calls with the customer. I end up being sure she knew that I knew this was a valuable cake. I said, it's beautiful. I will be careful. And I was extra careful. This cake was carried all the way down to Houston, as gentle as if I were walking it, carrying nothing else, just a few blocks away. I rode so slow and got it to Houston and Broadway. I was late, of course. The Lady M Bakery was part of the reason. Me going so slow is another part of the reason, and there's my cake right there. That's the payment for the cake. Listeners, if you want to know how much I make, click on the green squares. Go visit my Twitter page. Here it is, twitter.com/nearlincoln. Click on the green square. Buy Clo is my next order, the second and final, and I got Buy Clo, and I took it all the way up here, which is not so common. That's Union Square. Buy clothes like down here. I went all the way up here with, a salad, a vegan, plant-based, of course vegan is plant-based, vegan, gluten-free salad. And then I went offline at 6:12. So those 2 orders is all I had today. This is the instructions for buy clothes. Please don't wait. Make sure you don't skip the line. Make sure you have everything. Please do not wait. Don't skip the line. Double check your orders. Listeners, New York people especially, New York people who think you might do or you are doing buy clothes. This double check orders, I sort of have not taken this very seriously, but today they handed me the bag and I said, wait, I had 2 items. And she said, oh, the other item is on the shelf. So when I paid, they took my order, gave me the electronic device, and I was supposed to know that the green hummus, I don't know what makes it green, I was supposed to know that the green hummus was on the shelf, and I was supposed to get it myself. I was not told. So when they gave me 1 item, I said I have 2. They directed me over the shelf. So listeners, please, fellow Postmates, double check orders. I don't think it's that important. If they make it in the kitchen, you got to trust that they made the right stuff. But at least check to make sure you got all the items, because some of them might be DIY, do it yourself. Here's me making hours available that I wasn't going to use. This is me saying the phone number on the order was wrong. I tried to call the customer to say I was going to be late. I ended up getting a man. Men generally don't eat this food unless they're with women, so people ordering at home are almost always women. It turns out it was the wrong number. So I called fleet support. Listeners, and this isn't just New York, listeners everywhere, I had a wrong number. The man I talked to did not order from Buy Chloe, and I told fleet support. They said, did you call the other number? I said, I only have 1 number. So listeners, as you know, fleet people, Postmates, delivery people, you know we only have 1 number. Call customer. Well, sometimes fleet support has multiple numbers, and today they were able to reach the customer, verify that the address was correct. This is a new thing. Awesome. Thanks for your feedback. My personal opinions, it's really dumb. And listeners, if you want to know how much I make, go to twitter.com/nearlincoln and click on the green square. And there I am offline. Blah, 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 blah. And here I am in a bar doing other non-Postmates stuff. Of course, you don't do Postmates in a bar. I was drinking, but I also had business. I had an hour and 15-minute client phone call with a woman in Pennsylvania. I had it. Postmates Courier. So here's my totals. Totals right there. I've got 214 deliveries, $17,000, almost $18,000. And Postmates.com/courier. What I wanted to show is what all right, back to me at home. Oh, schedule, that's not what I wanted. The numbers I just showed were career-to-date numbers. And now I'm going to do I'm curious if I got tips. If I got a tip on the $75 cake. It's an expensive cake. I was especially careful. And I don't have Wi-Fi on in my home. The cell signal is not very strong. Here we go. Buy Clo. I was paid $10.14 from Postmates, and I got a $3.28 tip. So that was $13.50. Buy Clo. That was for New York people. That's McDougal and Bleecker up to 25th and 2nd Avenue. And then the cake pending. Tip pending. $75 cake. Tip pending. Well, Elizabeth, if you're listening, don't make it pending. Give me 0 if you have to. Don't just let it hang. This has been Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, a restful night's sleep. Ciao.